Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Aster Global School. Today, we are going to learn something that is called as democracy. Now, I want everyone to open your SS textbook to page number 71. Now, you can see the title, Lesson number 10, Democracy in India. Now, what do you mean by democracy? We don't know, right? The word democracy comes from two words, demo and kratos. What does it mean? Demo means people and kratos means power. So we can say that democracy means power of the people. Yes. Now, democracy in India means the powers that are given to the people of India. Now, on the first page, you can see a short story. Let's see. Children, take out a small piece of paper and pen. Now, here what happens? The teacher is saying, children, take out a small piece of paper and pen. Ma'am, what we are going to do? Now the students are asking to the teacher, what we are going to do? Today, you all have to vote for a class monitor. Write the name of the person of your choice on a piece of paper, then fold that paper and give it to me. This will be your vote. Now what they are going to do today? They are going to vote for a class monitor. So what they have to do? They have to write the name of the person on a chit or piece of paper and then fold it and give to the teacher. Now I will open all your chits and the one who gets the highest number of votes will become the class monitor. Now what will happen? The person who gets highest number of vote will become class monitor. This process is called election. Now, this process is known as election. We choose our leaders in India and many other democratic countries through election. Now, how the leaders are elected or how the leaders are chosen by the people? Through election. Now, let's start the lesson. The first topic, India, a democracy. A government is a group of people who are responsible for making laws and taking care of the affairs related to the governance of the country. Now, what is a government? A government makes law and also takes care of the affair that is related to the country. Now, I want everyone to underline this. A government is a group of people who are responsible for making laws and taking care of the affair related to the governance of the country. There are many types of government in the world. India has a democratic form of government. Now, there are many types of government, but which form of government does India have? Democratic form. Now, underline, India has a democratic form of government. Now, what are the features of a democracy that we have made it the most popular form of government in the world? Now, why democratic government is most popular form of government in the world? Let's see. So, features of democracy. Why democracy is so popular? Let us see. So, first point, right of the people to elect their leaders. Now, first and most important point is all the people living in democratic country have right to elect their leaders. Democracy is a system of government in which people have the power to elect their representative by voting in election. How do they elect their leaders? By voting in election. All citizens of India who are 18 years and above have the right to vote. Now, how many years? All citizens of India who are 18 and above. Now, it is known as universal adult suffrage. Now, what is it known as? Universal adult suffrage. That all citizens of India who are 18 years and above can vote. Now, underline 18 years and universal adult suffrage. Okay. Now, let's move on to next topic. Right of the people to express their views on the policies of the government. Now, what does it say? That all the people living in India have right to express their view on the policy that government makes. When government makes any new policy or any new rule or something new for the people, everyone has right to say about it. Democracy allows people the right to express their feeling without fear. That is, they have the freedom of speech and expression. Criticism is necessary for a government to work better. Now, what is criticism? A statement that shows that you think something is wrong or bad. Now, we have seen in news, right? Many times when government makes rule, many of the people they come in opposition to it, that no, something is wrong, right? Recently we have seen many farmers striking on the Haryana border. Why are they striking? Because the government have made policy for farmers and they are opposing it. So this shows that people in India have right to express their view or are against the government. Equality and justice. Democracy is committed to equality and justice. In a democracy, all people are considered equal. In addition, all laws in a democracy must be fair to the people of country. Now, what does this say? The laws that are made by the government are equal for every citizen of India. Now, we have seen the features of democracy. What are they? People have the right to elect their leader. People have right to express their view, and also equality and justice. Now, the next topic that we are going to see is Constitution of India. India has a written constitution which contains the rules and certain ideas that define the state of India and give it a special character. Now, what does constitution consist of? It consists of rules and ideas that a government have to follow while ruling a country, and also the people of India have to respect the rules made in constitution. So it makes our India a special character. It also contains the laws on how India is to be governed, means it also have laws that state how the government should rule. India is a land of diversities. Now, what do you mean by diversities? Diversities means people of different language, different caste, different religion, different color, creed live in one country. So, that is known as diversity. And therefore, one central government cannot govern the entire nation. The India Constitution has adopted a federal structure. Now, what do you mean by federal? It means that India has two government. One is central and another is state. Now, the powers are distributed into two. The Constitution of India provides a government that works through three levels. The two are most important, and the third is a local self-government. So, first is central, second is state, and third is local self-government. The power is shared between the union, also called the central government, and the state government. The Constitution of India is the source of power for both the government. Now what happens? Here the power is distributed between the two, state and the central, and the rules and regulation according to which the both government has to work is written in the Constitution. Now, branches of the government. The Indian government has three branches: legislature, executive and judiciary. Which three branches? Legislature, executive and judiciary. Now, levels of the government. India has three levels: central government with its center at New Delhi, the state government with their respective capital, and local self-government. So first we are going to see about central government. The central or union government makes law for the entire country and makes sure that these laws are followed by all. It is located in New Delhi, the capital of the country. Now what does central government do? It makes law for entire country and sees that the laws are followed by everyone. Where is it situated? In New Delhi, the capital of the country. Now the next is legislature. Now legislature have power to make and change laws. Legislature is also named as parliament. Now you can see the image of parliament here. The parliament is the law making body of the central government. So it is the legislature at the central level. The parliament in India is also known as Sansad. Consists of two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Now, Parliament is also known as Sansad and it consists of two houses. First is Lok Sabha and second is Rajya Sabha. The members of both the houses are known as the Member of Parliament or MPs. Now I want everyone to underline Sansad, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and members of the Parliament. Okay? Now, the third body or the third part of a government, the Union Executive. Now, the Union Executive makes sure that the laws made by the Parliament are followed by the people. Now, it comprises of President, Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. Underline everyone. It comprises the President, Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. The President is the head of the executive and a part of Parliament. Okay? The President is assisted by Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers. So, President is the head and he or she is assisted by Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. The Council of Ministers is a group of people chosen by the Prime Minister. Now, Council of Ministers is a group of people chosen by the Prime Minister. They are in charge of different departments of the government. Like every time we see in the news or television that we have railway ministry, we have education ministry, we have women and children affair ministry, we have foreign ministry, we have different types of ministries. Like a particular body or a particular group of people in the government who are elected by Prime Minister look after only one subject. That is, some have the duty of farmers, some have for industries, some have for education, some have for welfare of children. So they are in charge of different departments of the government. For example, the railway minister is responsible for the proper working of the railway in our country. So, we studied about central government, legislature and the union executive. Now, the fourth part. Now, fourth level is the Union Judiciary. Now, what do you mean by Union Judiciary? The judiciary in India comprises a number of courts present in different states. Now, what is judiciary? Number of court present in different states. The Supreme Court of India is the highest court of justice in the country and is a key part of the Union Judiciary. Now, underline everyone. The Supreme Court of India is the highest court of justice in the country. It consists of Chief Justice of India and 33 other judges. Now underline, it consists of Chief Justice of India and 33 other judges. So, today we studied about democracy. What is democracy? How India is a democratic country, features of democracy. Then we studied a few points on Constitution of India and then levels of the government, that is central government, legislature, union executive and union judiciary. Now next, in the next class we will continue with state government. So your duty is to just revise once the topics that we have already learned, and if you have any doubt you can ask me. Okay everyone, bye.